Hi, my name is Brad Smith. I'm an associate partner and advisory board member with Symmetry Financial Group. In this video, I'll be going over who we are, who we're looking for, and how we're attracting such great quality people to our organization. People are asking how Symmetry has become one of the fastest growing companies in the United States, being voted top 10 for its company culture out of every company in the US, and attracting the attention of people like international speaker, best-selling author on leadership, and business coach John Maxwell. This really has a lot to do with the three owners of our company. Brandon Ellison, Casey Watkins, and Brian Pope all came from the mortgage protection industry prior to starting Symmetry. And they were very frustrated with parts of the industry, like the imbalance of income top to bottom, and the imbalance with time and money from an agent's perspective. Most agents in the industry spend so much time prospecting, talking to friends and family, hustling to get referrals, and not a lot of time spent with clients who make you money. They wanted to fix this, so they started Symmetry. If you look at the company's sales history, you'll see that we started in 2009 and did $307,000 for the year. And fast forward to 2017, we actually did just short of $80 million, and we're not slowing down. Now, when you look at this, you just have to realize that in order for this kind of growth to happen, there has to be a proven system in place. What's even more impressive is that Brian Pope, who's already built two of their companies to over $100 million a year, is projecting that we'll be doing $300 million in sales by 2021. So very exciting times for Symmetry. What's so attractive about the Symmetry system is the lifestyle that it's created for so many agents in our company. The name Symmetry means balance. Balance between work and family, and not having to trade time for money. Most insurance sales jobs, you're only spending 10% of your time in front of qualified buyers and 90% of your time prospecting, calling friends and family, getting referrals, taking people out to lunch. Symmetry has flipped those percentages. Our agents spend 90% of their time sitting in front of clients who want what we have. They've filled out a form requesting for someone to sit down with them. What that does for an agent is it really creates consistency. Consistency in activity, consistency in results, and consistency in income. Nobody likes the typical lifestyle of most commission sales jobs where every week you feel like you're unemployed, constantly looking for the next sale. And with Symmetry, we don't have that. As an agent, I look at what we do as problem solving. So let's look at the problems out there that we can help families solve. After the crash of 2008, we saw a mortgage crisis for years following. Now, if I were to ask you what the number one cause of foreclosures are, you might tell me because of job loss, right? That's actually not it. Only 32% are for that reason. 51% of foreclosures are caused by a death or a disability. With 7 out of 10 households relying on two incomes, if either mom or dad were to have something happen, for most people, it would be devastating. And odds are that 1 out of 2 men and 1 out of 3 women will have a critical illness in their lifetime. And the sad reality is that a third of Americans have nothing saved for retirement, and 63% of them will have to rely on friends, family, or the government to live past 65. Many won't have enough money to cover their own funeral costs, which are now averaging over $10,000. So how do we help families with these problems? The first way we do this is with mortgage protection. When a homeowner owns a mortgage protection policy, when they pass away, it's going to pay off the home for the family, so they're not at risk of losing the home to foreclosure. It can also include critical illness to cover things like cancer, heart attack, stroke. So when one of these things happen, it's going to pay off either a portion or the entire mortgage. And disability will cover their mortgage payments in case they can't work due to an accident or a medical issue. And there's also a return of premium option for these homeowners, meaning that if they don't use the product, they don't have a critical illness, a disability, or die before the mortgage is paid off, they can get a refund of all the premiums they paid for that policy. So in many cases, it's a no-brainer for the client. We also offer final expense insurance covering all the funeral costs for a family, retirement protection, and general life insurance. So is there a need for what we do? Absolutely there is. A big question is, how do we find our clients? How is it that our agents spend only 10% of their time prospecting and 90% sitting down in front of qualified buyers? It's through a lead program. We are currently generating over 5,000 leads every week across the U.S. We have more leads than our agents can handle. For example, for mortgage protection, when a homeowner gets a new loan, whether it's a new home purchase or a refinance, they're going to get a letter in the mail offering them this product. A certain percentage will fill it out and mail it back to us. As you can see in this example, it's going to have the client's name, bank name, loan amount, and it's going to say something to the effect of, you are entitled to participate in an affordable mortgage protection insurance program, which would pay off your mortgage of X amount of money in the case of a critical illness, disability, or death. The clients who are interested would put down their birthday, whether or not they smoke, their phone number, and the best time to call them. So the people that we meet with have filled these forms out and have already expressed interest in what we offer. This makes it much less of a sale as it is a consultation where we sit down with the homeowner and find out what their main concerns are and which product is going to be the best fit for them based on their age, their height, weight, medical history, etc. Because our process is so streamlined and simple, most of our sales are one-sit closes. Let's take a look at how the lead program works. The new leads cost the company between $50 and $60 per lead to generate. Because of this, we're very particular about who gets these leads and who we hire. Now, we don't charge $60 to the agent. We charge less than half of that to the agent. Symmetry is a big believer of investing in their agents as long as the agent is willing to invest in themselves. We also have a bonus lead program with homeowners who filled out a form and never got the protection in place that they had requested. These leads range from $5 all the way down to 50 cents each. We have hundreds of thousands of these leads all over the U.S. This is great because it allows agents to start out on any budget. Now I want you to notice down at the bottom, it says purchase of leads are not required and leads are only available for purchase by agents who qualify and can maintain minimum production requirements. We're currently looking for part-time and full-time agents, and we're going to break down exactly how the commission structure works for both. Let's take a look at how you could earn an extra $43,000 per year as a part-time agent. With 15 to 20 hours per week, an average agent will place about 6 policies per month. These policies are usually around $85 a month or $1,000 a year to the client. So 6 policies times $1,000 is $6,000 for a month. Starting out, you'll get 60% of that, which is $3,600. The insurance company advances you 75% of that up front, which is $2,700. And they'll pay you the rest after 9 months of that policy staying on the books, which almost all of them do. This is $43,200 in first-year commissions. Pretty simple, right? A full-time agent usually works about 30 to 35 hours per week. They'll place 15 to 20 policies every month. Every 2 months, our agents have the ability to move up 5% in their commission level. So we're going to assume you're now at a 75% contract level. Let's say you only place 15 policies. This would be about $15,000 of business for the month. Times 75% is $11,250. Again, the insurance company advances you 75% of that, which is $8,437 up front that you would make. This would be $135,000 in first-year commissions. I want to talk about the opportunity to build a Symmetry agency. We're looking for agents, but we're also looking for people who would want more of a leadership position and run a territory and hire a team of agents. As an agency manager, you earn the difference between your contract level and your agent's contract levels. So in this example, if your contract level is 85% and your agents are at 70%, you would earn that 15% difference on every policy your agents write. So I want to show you what a $50,000 a month agency looks like. Follow me on this. Let's assume that you're still meeting with clients every week and you're writing only $15,000 a month. At an 85% contract level, you would be advanced $9,562 for the business that you personally wrote. In addition to that, you have 3 agents who write a total of $35,000. Your 15% spread on them would earn you an extra $3,938. For the year, this would be a total income of $216,000. Now, we're going to look at some bigger numbers so you can see what the real potential is. So let's look at what a $500,000 a month agency looks like. This would be an agency that is probably spread across several different markets, but let's assume again that you have a 15% spread on your agents. With a 15% spread, your income would be $56,250 per month on just the 75% that's advanced to you. After 9 months of those policies being on the books, your total income for the year would be $900,000 a year. And if you add in the equity bonus that's available, which is a percentage of all of Symmetry's volume for helping grow the company, your income would be over $1 million for the year. Now, growing a $500,000 a month agency may sound like a lot of work, and it is. But we have lots of agencies in Symmetry that do this and much more. I've personally been with Symmetry for less than 5 years now with no prior experience in the industry, and my agency is doing well over $1 million every month. Not because I'm good, but because so many good people have plugged into the Symmetry system. In addition to the income, one of the greatest incentives the insurance carriers give us are all expense paid trips around the world. I've always wanted to travel with my wife and kids, but never could afford to do it. Just in the last 3 years, we've been to St. Thomas, St. Lucia, Puerto Rico, Hawaii, Ireland, Greece, Naples, and this year we're going to Bermuda, Puerto Rico again, and the Baltic Sea on a Baltic Sea cruise to Denmark, Sweden, Finland, and Russia. What we do is very simple, and we have some of the best training in the entire industry. Our fast track training will prepare you very quickly to start meeting with clients, giving you a basic knowledge of our products, scripts, and process. We also have a library of video and audio training from our top agents, teaching you exactly what they do so you can just copy them. You'll want to plug into our weekly conference calls as well as our local and national training events. Now, I'm sure you have questions, and we want to answer those for you. We also want to make sure that you're going to be a good fit for who we're looking for. The next step is to complete the pre-interview questionnaire below. You'll then be given the opportunity to schedule an interview with one of our hiring managers. We look forward to talking with you and exploring the possibilities of working together.